One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Baylor Bears, McLean Stadium on the banks of the Brazos in Waco, Texas. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Utah Utes, taking on another Big 12 foe, the Baylor Bears. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Bears will kick it away to start. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So the Utah Utes offense will go to work first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Utes come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. This offense has a little room and a fresh set of downs at the 23. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chains.
And I like that. 3rd and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the first down.
The Utes getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Bentley. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. Wants to throw, it's Dampier. Got his man quickly. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
And the Utes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Wants to throw again. Fires to the wideout. Got his man all by himself. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
And how about that? A lot of coaches talk about being aggressive and we're going to take shots, but then they get conservative in the game. But first drive, coming out, showing this defense we are not afraid to throw the ball deep. Might keep that defense a little bit more conservative.
The Utes look to keep this drive humming. Off the play fake on 1st down, the throw. Finds the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done there.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Right through his hands. You just have to make that catch, and it'll be 3rd down.
Just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Eighth play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a 3rd down conversion. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. It's Davis. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Looking for a man. It's Dampier. Trying to make magic with his feet. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
That time the defense was in man coverage. There was nobody watching the quarterback, so when he took off to scramble, nobody home to make a tackle right away, and he shows you the athleticism, he shows you the speed, and also shows you great decision-making that time, deciding to tuck and run for a huge play on the ground.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Baylor's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollock, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback, affect him. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him human?
Grab near the sticks. It's Cameron. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
And some room to work.
Yeah, he does a really good job being decisive, getting downhill, being a great runner. And guess what? You know how easy offense is when you get me at 2nd and short, 2nd and medium? Everything in the playbook is open to me.
And the Bears with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Takes the handoff. It's Washington. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the 1st down.
The Bears have this offense rolling. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
And the Bears have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to throw, it's Robertson. Quick completion on the out route. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
The Bears really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Direct snap. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Well, they called that an ISO play, and it was isolated for a loss.
And they try to isolate a linebacker inside and really run the football right at you, right down the middle. But you better move those big defensive linemen out of the way and create some space. They didn't do it, and you could tell that's why the ball went nowhere.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it, first down and more. And not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Looking for the goal line. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
The Bears have it with a 1st and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to throw, it's Robertson. Gets it out fast. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
Well, I understand what the quarterback's trying to do. He's trying to get it to his playmaker out there quickly in space, but I don't think he anticipated the linebacker beelining the way he did. It was almost as if the linebacker knew where the QB was going with the football.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Grab behind the line. It's Washington. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big 3rd down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great team defense.
The offense didn't even glance to the sidelines. They'll stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. Quick touch pass to the receiver. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. And the Utes buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on 1st down. You just can't go backwards there. He did, and they swarmed him for a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
They'll get set for the free kick after the safety. Finding open areas. He breaks a tackle. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. They'll try the left side. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back. 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Back to throw, it's Robertson. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds. We've reached a break. It's Utah holding the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. On the option. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
And the Bears will line up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Gonna run it. It's Parker. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Dampier. Moving out of the pocket. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
The Utes will snap it on 1st and 10. Got it in the middle, it's Bentley. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
Wide open downfield. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
Right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. The give to the back. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The give on the inside. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
And the Utes will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Off play action. Rushes on him. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Nice job by this defense, man. Playing aggressive, playing physical, taking away the easy stuff on the perimeter. Nice job rushing the quarterback, bringing more bodies near the line of scrimmage, getting the sack, and forcing the 3rd down and goal.
Now on 3rd and goal, and that earlier sack left them with more ground to cover. To the air, it's Dampier. Buys a little extra time. Breaks into the open. Snowed under by the defense.
Well, the sack on the last play obviously put them behind the chains. He's doing everything he can on this scramble to try and go and get the 1st down, but got to give the defense tons of credit. Not only do you get the sack the previous play, but you're able to chase down a pretty athletic guy and now set up 4th.
And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. Still up by 5 after missing that chance to put a little padding on it, guys.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a 1st down. Let's see if they can put something together here. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The Bears with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He'll keep it himself. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the 1st down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Got it behind the line. It's Prentice. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Using his legs, it's Washington. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Robertson. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And the Bears line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll take it on the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. Snap it to the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, the inside give. They got him at the 42, but he got 5 yards on the play.
And you know what? The best 3rd down offenses don't get to 3rd down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard, got a nice gain, popped one, got a 1st down. Who needs 3rd downs if you can just pound it down their throat on 2nd down?
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. They'll give it to the back. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
The Utes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
That is not good news for this offense, guys. I mean, the defense only brought 3 on that play, and they were still able to get after the quarterback. This O-line has got to play better.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Looking to throw, it's Dampier. He lofts one down the sideline. Hits him inside the 20, still going. That is exactly what you want to do with a football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. And the Utes are rolling down the field. Pulls it and fires to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Just keeps slinging it. Pocket breaking down. Makes the catch. And he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1.
Well, this defense now is just getting gashed. And if you're the defensive coordinator, you might now want to think about being aggressive, changing up your play calls, and maybe breaking your own tendencies, because you have got to stop this offense just marching down the field.
The Utes are close to the end zone, and the ball's out. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover.
Man, you want to drive a coach nuts, get in a situation where it's easy, and I just got to get a QB sneak and fall forward, and I don't take care of the football. Priority number 1, mission number 1, got to get that snap, got to fall forward. Big-time mistake.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you could tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
The Bears in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to pass. It's Robertson. Fires to the right. Got him downfield. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his tight end.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Wilson. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the 1st down.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Makes the catch. It's Cameron. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half.
And on the slant route, I love the location of the throw by the quarterback. He's not making it difficult on his receiver. He's putting the football out in front, hitting his receiver right in the face mask and making it easy for him.
Grab near the marker. It's Washington. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
And the Bears, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. He's got it on the run. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
And the defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. That slices the lead to 2.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Waco. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys along the banks of the Brazos River at McLean Stadium.
And the Utes will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
Man, these read options are so hard to diagnose, just like right there. He picks up a little chunk of yards, not a big chunk, but it's so easy when you run the read options.
Why is that? Why is it easy?
Because if you want to play fast to the football, well then fine, I'm going to pull the ball right now and to use your aggressiveness against you. But if you want to sit...
Turning it on! That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Running into the open space.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Keeps it on the bootleg. Caught near the sticks. It's Kloffenstein. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. They knew they could slip that tight end behind the backers with that play-action fake.
Well, it's because I can't win, Reese. I have to play the run. You know, all these RPOs, all these different things. It makes me come up and use my eyes and play run. And these tight ends are so valuable to find space behind. Knew where he was going with the football the whole time because the big fella, he's always open.
back open in the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
After that last completion, it's second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Prentice. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28, and it's third and long. Back to throw, it's Robertson. Flips it out on the screen. They would not let him get close. Stopped at the 26. It'll be fourth down.
Really good job by the defense, understanding third down, the situation of the game. I play a little bit deeper, take away the sticks, react to shorter. I got to go get him on the ground now. Nice job making the tackle, but playing the down and distance first, and now forcing a fourth down.
It's good. Easy call for the refs. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
The screen, he's got wheels. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down. New set of downs after the completion. To the air, it's Dampier. Quickly to the tight end. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The Utes can really attack on this second and short. The run from the shotgun. Nice move there. There he goes. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground, for goodness sakes. This guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Line getting set on second down. They'll go with a direct snap. Got enough for the first down. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Utes have it with a 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Power football with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. The give on the option. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Man, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. Nestled just inside that right upright. And they've regained the lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass, it's Robertson. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And that's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Now the play fake. Quickly out to the tight end. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Well, look what's happening now. Old Uncle Mo has hit the transfer portal and is changing sidelines. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Going with the ground game left. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Stands in and takes the hit. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete, and all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
Punt is in the air. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. Scanning the field, it's Dampier. Grabbed in the middle, it's Davis. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
The Utes are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. He'll keep it on the sneak. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Wants to throw on first down. It's caught. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Oh, he's got some space. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ball game. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
And the Utes are moving quickly down the field. It'll be a draw. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
All right, this running back's had all kind of success. Now we're getting later in the game. We got to make sure we get some stops, get the ball back to our offense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Dampier. Unloads to the right. A strike downfield. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick six. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
Looking for room, it's Parker. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Quarterback on the keeper. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Nice job by this defense, stringing along the option, not letting him make a decision right away, and that's why they could corral to the football, get him on the ground, and make sure that option didn't get a big gain.
Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Right down the middle. Complete to the left. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I don't think the quarterback made the right read on that play. I know they're asking a lot of this QB. He's got a lot to focus on with the pass game and all the different types of runs that they have in their playbook. But on that play there, that pre-snap look told me to hand it off.
He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Splits the uprights right down the middle. Now it'll take a touchdown to beat him, a 5-point lead here in the 4th.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just freezed the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
Caught over the middle. It's Prentice. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Robertson. Makes the grab. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
The Bears have it with a 1st and 10. Now they'll run the draw.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Quick completion on the out. He's out of bounds at the 38-yard line.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
On the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this defense, they were ready for that 3rd down. That you could tell they smelt the option coming, did a great job, aggressive, downhill, went and got it, got the tackle for a loss, forcing the 4th down.
And the Bears will send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
The Utes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Catch in the middle, it's Bentley. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line.
Who says in the RPO pass game you can't throw anything vertically downfield, right? It doesn't all have to be screens and throws at the line of scrimmage. There's a good example of a quarterback pushing the ball vertically downfield after the play fake to the running back.
And the Utes just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They'll move the tight end. He'll do it himself. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with a pickup of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Find some fresh air. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And he pulls it again. He's been doing it time and time again. This defense has not changed up enough the picture, the look, to make it harder for this QB to make different decisions or make difficult ones.
So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance perhaps to put it out of reach. With the run on 1st and goal. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Utes!
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the 4th. They marched 72 yards and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. The returner will field it and bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Robertson. Completes it in the middle. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The Bears are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to get the first through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
After that incompletion, 4th and short now on their own side of the field, I think there's a lot of coaches in normal circumstances that would stay conservative and just punt the ball away. But you're trailing here in the 4th quarter. I think the offense needs to stay out on the field, and you got to go for it.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down. And that can really take the wind out of a defense's sails when you convert with a 4th down completion.
Great chemistry there between the quarterback and his target. 4th down, you got to have it. You got to be on the same page, and they were there.
Catch in the middle. It's Washington. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Wants to throw again. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it 1 high safety? Is it 2 high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
Throws toward the end zone. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a 1-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards. And they finish with a big play, a touchdown strike from the 46. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. The quarterback takes a knee.